Hi, I'm Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program. Today I want to share with you my big 5 marriage skills that I wish the whole world, every married couple could understand, because when you get these 5 skills done, your marriage can go to the next level so fast it'll make your head spin. I'm so excited to share these with you because they are the synthesis of everything. Every homework assignment I give every one of my clients usually involves at least 2 out of 3 of these big 5. And when you get them all, you'll be impressed. You'll be surprised just how loved your partner feels and how well your partner can make you feel loved. Number 1, emotional listening. We're all trained to do left brain, masculine, problem solution listening at school, at work, and we bring that into our relationship, and that is the number 1 biggest mistake you can possibly make. When a man wants to express himself, he needs to express himself emotionally. He needs to talk through his problem so that he can feel it, process an answer, and come up with his own solution, because a man needs to solve his own problems. When you tell him what to do, when you try to solve that problem for him, you just make him angry, resentful, and he feels stupid that he didn't come up with it himself. When you can help him key in on the emotion that he's feeling, he will come to solution much, much faster. The same goes for women for a different reason. Women need to communicate. They are trying to express their emotions so that they can feel it and release it. And once it's out there, it's done. It's gone. You need to help them key into the feeling, feel it deeper so that they can release it. And most of the time, men are not comfortable with that, so it's hard for us to focus our attention while you're sharing your day, your shoes, what's going on with your friends and family. We block that out, and then you don't feel connected to us, and we got to stay open to that. And especially if you're crying or something's really made you upset, the sooner you feel it, the faster we get through it. As a man, while a woman's expressing something emotionally, a man will go into problem solution thinking and start hearing problems and start feeling bad about himself because he wants you to be happy, or he'll start coming up with solutions to your problems and telling you how to solve it, and that's the last thing you want too. So in a relationship, the default listening needs to be emotional listening. Just stay open. Help your partner find the feeling, and don't hold on to it, and don't create any attachment to what they're saying. Unless either one of you says these specific words, you can tattoo these on the inside of your arm, right? I would like to know your opinion about this. Unless you hear those words, keep it to yourself. Don't try to solve their problems. As a man especially, if you need to get out of jail, this is like duct tape and WD-40 all rolled into one simple question. You can put that one on this arm. Baby, how do you feel about that? And then just shut up and listen. Find the feelings, get comfortable having feeling conversations, and your marriage will improve overnight. I guarantee it. It's the number 1 skill every marriage needs. Number 2, timeout, or even a ceasefire. In a lot of marriages, usually there's one partner that's more anxious, that's more into fight, and one that's a little bit more avoidant and more into flying when they feel under attack or under stress. These couples end up escalating and saying things and getting out of control and threatening the relationship, threatening to divorce, saying nasty things to each other because they're not comfortable having an argument. They're having a deep feeling, they're triggered, and they don't know what to do about it. And there's one simple solution. When you're triggered, when you're into fight or flight, when you're ready to run away, or you're just ready to go guns all in, claws out, you need to call a timeout. And you need to set up the ground rules so that both of you agree that either one of you can call a timeout for any reason. And when you call a timeout, you need to separate for at least 20 minutes. Up to 60 minutes is perfectly reasonable, with the understanding that you will come back to discuss the situation at a later time once you've both had a chance to calm down. Because when you're triggered, and you're feeling stressed, you've got cortisol and adrenaline shorting through your body, you are not open to creative thinking. You're not open to hearing the other person. You don't care about their feelings. You are closed off, you are narrow-mindedly focused, and this is it. And either you can't hear or you're just ready to kick butt. And either way, a productive conversation is not going to take place, so don't even try. Learn not to try. Learn to call a timeout. I'm going to do another whole video on a ceasefire. That's when there's like a big elephant in the room that you guys can't handle, and you just keep dancing around it, and you need to move past it because you're under a stressful situation, or you got to get through like the holidays or some special event. But the small version is just what I taught you. Take a timeout. Number 3. Hug until relaxed. I'm amazed at the lack of intimacy between married couples. We see each other naked, we have sex, we go to the bathroom with the door open, but to just have a moment of intimacy, to actually look your partner in the eye and look at him in silence is an incredibly difficult thing to do. And when we hug each other, it usually keeps getting less and less and less till we're just like, bye, have a nice day, dear. Before you go to work and separate, or whenever you come home, especially when you come home to reconnect, put one arm over the shoulder, one under the armpit so you're a little crisscrossed, and just hold each other and hug until relaxed. Hug until you feel that tension just sort of like, because that's going to take 30 seconds to a minute. And what's happening is in your brain, you're getting a little tiny shot of oxytocin, you're reconnecting, your emotions are synchronizing, your breath and your heartbeat are synchronizing, and you are returning to oneness as a partnership. And this is a ritual that needs to be performed as often as necessary, but at least once a day. 2 to 3 times a day is optimal, and there will be days that you can't, and that's okay. But especially after you've called the time out, before you go into discussing that situation and having an emotional conversation, you need to hug until relaxed first to reconnect and recommit to each other and bring your hearts together before your minds mess that all up. Or before your minds can start coming up with solutions to the problems and a way to relieve the stress at hand. To maintain that good feeling so that you don't need to hug so much, or so that you always need to hug, but especially so you don't need to call time out as much, is having a practice of daily gratitude and appreciation, and even every once in a while a little sexy text message, right? Texting has destroyed us, but it's also made it so easy to put a message into our partner's ear instantaneously from around the world, no matter what they're doing, whether driving, in a business meeting, or whatever. It's so easy to send a text message. It used to take months to write a letter and deliver it to our partner. And now, bing, almost as soon as we can compose a thought in our brain, we can text it out and put it into the mind of our partner. It's such a powerful tool. And when we only use it to deal with the daily grind, did you get the kids? Can you get milk at Publix? Can you go to the grocery store? Can you grab my prescription? Right? Or do you use it to complain, oh, I can't believe you didn't do my laundry. Where's my shirt? Mom, where's this? Right? When you only use it for these negative things, you're reinforcing the negative into the brain. And it's the perfect tool to say, hey, I appreciate you cooking dinner. God, you look great when you left the house today. I love your new hair. I ordered you a surprise and it arrived on Amazon today. I can't wait to do to you tonight in bed. Right? All these little daily gratitudes trigger the happy in your brain. Remind your partner why you're happy. In fact, that's another great text message. Just now that Facebook has the whole memories function where it shows you photos, what happens when you see a happy photo from 6 years ago? You instantly relive that memory and get flooded with the same happy feelings in your brain. You can do the same thing with a text message and say, honey, I love the vacation we took 5 years ago. I can't wait to plan another trip to... And she's going to get those same feelings back, and you're in control because you gave it to her, and she's going to remember that she loves you and that he loves you. And that's what keeps a marriage juicy and delicious and not feeling like it's so much work to stay together with somebody for the rest of your life. Because gratitude and appreciation are not natural. We are programmed to look for threats, to look for danger, and to be afraid. That comes natural to us. But it takes meditation, it takes awareness, and it takes mental effort to say, man, there's a lot of crap in the world, but there's a lot of good things. There's a lot of good things in my life. There's a lot of good things in my relationship, and I am so thankful to have them and thankful to share them with you. Thank you. When you find those moments and share them, you will shift your relationship in a dramatic way. Number 5. This one is the thing that helps me get out of jail. It helps me whenever I'm upset at my wife to know what I need to do next. I just look at her and I say, honey, what's one thing I can do for you today to show you that I love you? And her answer tells me everything that I need to know about the current state of our relationship. When she rattles off 10 things that I haven't done on my honey-do list, I know I have not been paying attention, I have not been getting my work done, and she has probably resentments building up over expectations that I have not fulfilled. That's when I know I need to step up my game. When she says, could you go to the grocery store and get my prescription for me? Then I know I'm doing a pretty good job. There's usually things on my to-do list, and when I take that thing and escalate it to number 1 and make it a priority at her request by my own conscious will and thought, she feels loved. She sees that she's a priority for me. And out of all the things I do for her, that one's the most important, so I make sure I do that one first. And when she says, oh, you big lug, just give me a kiss, then I know everything is great in my relationship. Because I'm throwing myself out there and there's nothing that she needs for me to do that I haven't already seen, haven't already done, and don't feel like that I'm on top of. So that little question, what's one thing I can do for you today to show you that I love you, is the most powerful question in the world, besides the other one I tell people to tattoo on their arm. Do you feel about that? But when you ask that question, you get to see the state of your relationship, you see what your partner needs, and it gives you a chance to correct it and make it better. So this has been the 5 core marriage skills that I hope every married person learns to implement. In fact, any person in a relationship gets these down, and they are the secret to a happy, lifelong relationship. 1, emotional listening in relationship, not problem solution. 2, learning how to take a time out and stop emotional conversations before the freight train goes off the rails. 3, hug until relaxed and reconnect and let your bodies reconnect so that you feel that oneness again. Number 4, sending a text message every day with appreciation, gratitude, thanks, or even something a little sexy and spicy, or a little memory, a positive memory. Just showing that you care and interrupting the normal text pattern of, I hate you, did you get this, did you do that, we got the kids. And number 5, what's one thing I can do for you today to show you that I love you? If you need help implementing these, or your marriage needs more work than this, I look forward to coaching with you. You can schedule a free 17-minute phone call with me, or you can schedule your first 90-minute session right now on my website. Just click the schedule button down below or the one on the side. My name is Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program. I look forward to coaching with you soon.